moving on to the next topic, please, baby.
So here's how The Mandalorian Season 3 is going to address Gina Carano's absence.
No, go ahead.
Dave Filoni was recently asked about the upcoming premiere of The Mandalorian on Disney+. One thing that has flared up again on social media is the question of Gina Carano's returning as Cara Dune. Let's go to the Entertainment Weekly site.
Oh, yeah. I should have pulled that up, shouldn't I? Let's, so while I'm pulling that up, am I the only one here that watches Mandalorian?
I mean, I may have to catch up.
I think I'm the
now
only.
Now that I'm a Pedro fan, you know.
Now that you're a Pedro fan,
yeah.
I think I'm I'm still like the only one that's like faithfully watching. I even did a review of it when the new season premiered. So from Entertainment Weekly, let me pull it up here side by side. I got it up here. Let me go right here. There we go. Here's how The Mandalorian Season 3 addresses Gina Carano's absence. The Mandalorian is officially back, and Season 3 sees that the return of the familiar face like Pedro Pascal as Din. But there's one name who's notably missing, and it's Gina Carano, who played mercenary turned Marshal Cara Dune. So, look, if you don't know the history about Gina Carano, around the same time, her and Pedro were getting a lot of heat for opposite reasons, for expressing their opinions on political topics on Twitter. Pedro on the left side of it, Gina on the right. Let me basically lay it all out. They were both being criticized for doing so. Disney was the one that was getting most of the hits. What do you think about Gina saying this? What do you think about Pedro saying that? Disney went to both of them and told them both to knock it off. Pedro knocked it off. Gina did not. Then Gina kept doing it. Disney kept reprimanding, but not taking steps. It took 3 or 4 times of Gina saying things as far as like her opinion about people in the trans.
She did like a Nazi name drop.
Nazi stuff. And then after 3 or 4 times of it getting ignored, Disney let her go. And then, the funny thing about stuff like this, half of the people that are supporting Gina Carano didn't give a damn about Gina Carano. It's funny how people don't care about it. Gina Carano was in this movie, or was it Live Wire? What was that movie called? Where her acting was so bad, they had to get another actress to dub her voice because it was so bad. People did not care about Gina Carano, but because
she was anti something.
Yeah, because she's anti something, and you got this whole fight against this and that and the other. Now all of a sudden she found this whole base of people who probably 5 years before she did what she did didn't give a 2 squirts about her.
It's the same as like they portrayed in The Boys.
Or like, what do you mean?
Well, when Homelander said a bunch of crap that the head of their department called was
Bot?
Yeah, it was like, you can't do that. You're going to ruin everything. And then all of a sudden he found, there's a whole base of people who were like, oh my gosh, no, we love you.
Yeah.
He was all like, heck no, I'm not going to quit saying this crap. Look at all these people who think I'm the best thing that was ever invented.
Just like Tabatha said, once you're anti something, I mean, and this isn't a political show, and I know this is not politics, but hey, look, guys, even half of y'all's favorite president, he used to be Hillary's best friend. He used to be a Democrat. He used to be a billionaire New York Yankee that needs to get his ass kicked as far as people from the South was concerned. But as soon as he started talking crap about the black dude that was president, all of a sudden we love him now. It doesn't take much. If you can be against something, you'll find a base.
There is the term jumping on a bandwagon for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
That term has been around for a very long time, and it's because people love to be on what they feel is the loudest winning team that associates to them. And when they can jump on the bandwagon, they will, because they feel safe and protected, no matter if it's chaotic or inappropriate, whatever it may be. And it may not even be their real, true values that they want to pursue and be loud about, because the moment the bandwagon disappears, what do? They go back into hiding. They go back into going, oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, Yeah, that was me and
It was what did it say in that movie? It was jokes. It was just jokes,
man. I
kidding.
was joking.
It was just jokes.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, okay? But it's how you word it, and that last one that got her fired. When you read the verbatim what she said,
Yeah.
it was a very poor choice of words. I think it was something to the effect of her saying that people going after you because of your political views is just as bad as when the Nazis were rounding up and beating up their neighbors. And it was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. People were just so offended by that Disney could just not backfoot that. It was just that she crossed the line, and now to save face, we have no choice but to get rid of her.
Yeah, to the point where, and the reason why I brought this topic up, because I wasn't going to bring it up, but even recently on a affiliate Instagram page, shout out to the Nerd Basement. We're going to talk about them a little bit later. I should have shouted them out earlier. It was this blog called the Nerd Basement, and go look for them on Instagram, because they cover a lot of nerd content, comic book stuff. So if you're not following the Nerd Basement on all social media, you should be doing that. Look for them on YouTube as well. But I even commented when they brought this topic up on their Instagram, and I just made one little comment reminding people that she got fired for a reason. Because all the comments in their comment section was, people are just getting fired because they're expressing their opinion. Like as if that's something against the Constitution about you have the right of freedom of speech. You do not have freedom from consequences.
You don't.
You don't.
You can say whatever you want to say.
And people, and this, it's my whole thing. And Sean knows this. Even when we first started the Talking Through the Movies channel, I used to say this from day one. Celebrity worshipers get on my damn nerves. Like I said, the people who didn't give two squirts of piss about Gina Carano before this character, they're acting like she's the only person that can play this character. Mandalorian's back, so now I want to talk about Gina Carano coming back to play this character. And Disney sucks for firing her for expressing her opinion. Disney
is a business.
But on top of that, as far as Lucas Films and that character, what's the character's name? Cara Dune. Look at me very closely, guys. Let me tell you this. Cara Dune was created by Lucas Films before Gina Carano was even auditioning to play the role. Your favorite character that you love so much was invented by Lucasfilm / Disney. So let's just call it what it is. It's just celebrity worshiping. Your new favorite celebrity who you didn't give a damn about before expressed opinions that some of you are okay with and agree with, and now you want to protect her at all costs. You're trying to equate that with the Gina Carano character, the Cara Dune character. If you really were trying to protect the Cara Dune character, you wouldn't care who's playing it. What half of you guys are out there really mad about is that somebody got what is that? They effed around and found out.
They sure
That's what you're really
did.
upset about.
And they didn't like what they found out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna start. People always say that if you're fighting for the inclusion agenda, then that's woke. I'm gonna start saying that if you're fighting against that, I'm gonna call you guys woke too. All of you people are saying that people shouldn't get so offended. I'm gonna call y'all woke. I'm gonna equate it to y'all too. But that's a whole different topic. But anyway, anybody else got anything else to contribute to this whole Gina Carano thing?
I just read what he said.
Okay.
What
So there was more in the so when Dave Filoni was asked specifically about bringing the Gina Carano character back. This is what he had to say, baby. You mind reading that?
He said, Cara was a big part and continues as a character to be part of the world. It's a big galaxy, and we have many characters in it. Many characters are fighting for their screen time. We'll just have to see as the season unfolds what the adventures are. But it's a great character, someone who was vital to Din Djarin's beginnings. We'll see if he has evolved beyond that.
That is a nice way of saying
she's not the most
she's not coming back.
Yeah, she's not the most important thing that's happening to the show. So when she fucks up, she's off show.
Yeah, you're a business owner. You know what it's like. It's like when you have to fire somebody, but you kind of want to be nice about it. It's like, you sit them down and you say, your position is no longer.
No, I say, I'm so sorry, but this no longer works for me, and it no longer works for you.
It's like your position is no longer needed here. Well, actually, the position is here. You just won't be here anymore. I'm so recast the damn character. She's not coming back, and everybody that's always and especially in that chat room. Like I said, go to if you want to see it. It's on Nerd Basement's Instagram. The comment section is wild about Gina Carano. It was all like, she's being fired for expressing her opinion, and she doesn't need them. Look, she talked after she got let go. She talked a lot of noise. She had a lot to say about Disney. I felt like she could have. They gave her so many passes and didn't fire her after a bunch of stuff that she said. I feel like even after she got fired, that she could have been brought back. But she didn't keep her mouth shut.
You do realize there are laws in place with businesses that you aren't allowed to be racist or exclusive in who you hire and what you allow. Like, you have to meet all these criterias, and if you're not hiring someone based off race, lifestyle, whatever it may be, you can get in trouble for that. So when you have somebody who represents your business out loud, socially, for the world to see, who is outright anti something that you need to be inclusive about,
right,
why in the world would you let that person be a representative of your...
She ought to know. I mean, Disney owns ABC, all that stuff. They let Roseanne, who wrote and owned her show, and said, "Bye.
Yeah,
we don't need you."
Yeah, when I've got assholes.
You really think they're going to keep you, who is a nobody?
I got asshole customers who come into my business who are outright being rude to my staff or other customers in my establishment. I don't need their money. I don't want them as a customer. I don't want them involved in my business. So you know what? I do not stand by the customer's always right or everybody's entitled to their opinion, because when they become harmful to others, they don't matter. Bye.
Yeah. Gina was, before we move on, Gina was asked about this stuff. Like the thing that I was going, when I went into Nerd Basement's Instagram and was on the comment section, the thing that I brought up a lot was what I found ironic. It's because when she felt entitled and felt empowered to say what she said, and it's just woke America just trying to silence me. Okay, so I say stick to that then. But what is not being reported heavily, and this is why I use this picture that you see right here next to me, is that to this day, Gina Carano is going to conventions, Comic Cons and stuff like that, and whenever she's invited. And the thing that she has a banner of and display of, it's not the thing that she did after leaving Disney on there, whatever that channel was, where it was about real Americans and stuff. She's not promoting that. To this very day, she has The Mandalorian, Gina Carano. She's still grifting off of the thing that she was against, that she said was too woke and this and that and the other. But just like right in his picture that you see right here, she's still happy to acknowledge fans who miss her in the show. So it's obviously that those principles that she wants to stand by, or that hill that she wants to die on, isn't that important to her. Even in the tweet that I have posted up right here, when somebody asked her about what went down, she said, yes, Pedro and I spoke, and he helped me understand why people were putting them in their bias, the pronoun thing in their bios. I didn't know before, but I do now. She even tried to acknowledge that she was growing and this and that and the other. But then when something else happened, she just couldn't help herself, and she had to attack. She went with she put my pronouns are beep bop boop.
And here's
which is a R2D2 sound effect.
And here's the really shitty part. Not only does she express that, yes, I'm now understanding why people are putting them in their bios and why everyone's choosing, but I stand against bullying, especially in the most vulnerable and freedom to choose 100%. If you stand against bullying, you putting beep bop boop is mocking and bullying people who are putting their pronouns in, because you're demeaning what those those pronouns mean. You are
Yeah.
lessening the importance by making fun of and demeaning it. That's
Yeah.
all that is.
I'll
she
get-
is very much being the thing that she says she stands against. She is being the bully.
And I'll get a little controversial too. I can agree with some people who maybe they're getting tired of getting asked that question. What your pronoun? If I don't want to participate in it, I don't have to. And if people say I don't want to participate, then I don't feel like, if you ask me, I don't have to answer. Just okay, then don't. I can agree with some people that maybe like I don't feel like answering that question. I don't feel like I want to participate in it. I can understand that. Then but
I don't
have to go out of my way to then insult the people who do want to participate. If you come up to me and say, "Hey, what's your pronouns are?" and I go, I don't want to participate in that. Like that's my business or whatever.
But you do. Anybody who says that still participates in pronouns, because guess what? They most likely use the most common pronouns, which are he.
Yeah, exactly.
You're still participating.
I can just go whatever was considered the traditional is probably blah blah blah. Even if you want to, but you're wasting energy, dude. You will waste less energy by just answering the question.
Correct.
But then I understand people being quote unquote annoyed. Okay, fine. You can be annoyed, but don't go out of your way to be an asshole about it, which is what I feel like she was doing. But anyway, but I just found it funny that she was still trying to grift off of the Mandalorian,
still off the
even though Disney is too woke. But anyway, let's move on from this.
Hypocrisy.
And it is. Move on to the next topic. We spent too much time on that one. What's the next topic of the week? Or share your thoughts about. Hey, look, if you're a supporter of Gina Carano, if you want to see her back, that's one thing. I enjoyed her on the show, but at the same time, Disney is a business. It's not show friends, it's show business, is what Robert Meyer Burnett will say, and Disney did not hire Pedro Pascal to take on his left-leaning agenda, and they didn't hire her to take on her right-leaning agenda. They hired her to play a character. And when all this extra heat came onto Disney, they made a decision. They, as Disney said, we hired you for this. We did not hire you for that. So, executive decision. Whether hate it, like just like 50 Cent said, hate it or love it, dog. The dawn's on top.
Act 3.
Moving on.
Guys, that's the end of this episode of The Rundown. Remember to like this video, become a subscriber, and share. This really does help us out. And click here or here. Thanks for watching.